You guys don't have anything to say?
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Zarate was put on trial for murder, involuntary manslaughter, assault with a deadly weapon, and it was a pretty clear-cut case. In fact, Zarate told reporters that the courts should give him the highest punishment so that he could tell Kate Steinle's parents in court that he no longer wanted to live. But his defense attorneys did a number on the jury. His team claimed that he found the gun. His team claimed that the gun had a history of misfiring and painted Zarate as a sympathetic character. Meanwhile, the prosecution downplayed the involuntary manslaughter and assault with a deadly weapon charge and laid their entire case on the murder one charge, arguing that Zarate deliberately shot Kate Steinle. Either way, it didn't matter. He still did it and deserved to be punished for it. But the jury didn't think so and acquitted him on all charges except illegally possessing a gun. So including the time already served, he's not looking at too much prison time. Zarate's defense attorney decided to attack Donald Trump after the verdict.
There are a number of people that have commented on this case in the last couple of years. The Attorney General of the United States, the President and Vice President of the United States. Let me just remind them that they are themselves under investigation by a special prosecutor in Washington, D.C., and they may themselves soon avail themselves of the presumption of innocence and the beyond a reasonable doubt standard. And so I would ask them to reflect on that before they comment or disparage the result in this case.
Now, with all due respect, the attorney is a self-righteous hack politicizing a tragic death. Also, we haven't seen one tweet from Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, Nancy Pelosi, or any other Democratic leaders about this. A beautiful woman is gunned down on the streets of San Francisco, the shooter escapes justice, and the party of women is silent? I wonder why. Well, obviously the president wasn't going to remain silent, firing off a series of tweets. A disgraceful verdict in the Kate Steinle case. No wonder the people of our country are so angry with illegal immigration. The Kate Steinle killer came back and back over the weakly protected Obama border, always committing crimes and being violent. And yet this info is not used in court. His exoneration is a complete travesty of justice. Build the wall. The jury was not told the killer of Kate was a 7-time felon. The Schumer-Pelosi Democrats are so weak on crime that they will pay a big price in the 2018 and 2020 elections. So the federal government needs to step up to the plate and deliver the justice that local officials failed to deliver. Jeff Sessions can hit Zarate with a federal felony, 10 years imprisonment for an illegal alien in possession of a firearm. Now, if he's sentenced consecutively with the state gun conviction, that would keep him locked up for 13 years, at which point then he'd be immediately deported back to Mexico. But if we don't have the wall, he's probably just going to sneak back in. Now, building a wall and eliminating sanctuary cities would probably have saved Kate's life, and she would be alive today, enjoying the holidays with her family. But sadly, she's not. Bill O'Reilly has been crusading for Kate's Law, named after Ms. Steinle. Kate's Law would impose a 5-year mandatory minimum sentence for an illegal alien caught crossing the southern border. Kate's Law already passed the House, but is stalled in the Senate. And I confronted Illinois Democratic Senator Dick Durbin back in 2015.
Just a quick question for you. Why don't you support Kate's Law?
Tell me what that's all about.
You forgot already. It was the hearing last week.
No, I was at the hearing, but tell me what aspects of it you're
protecting Americans from criminal illegal alien killers.
I think we should work to make sure that Americans are protected from those who are criminal and threaten our communities.
It's a 5-year mandatory minimum sentence for deported illegal aliens convicted of aggravated felonies.
Convicted of aggravated felonies?
And they get deported, and we catch them when they come back. To support that 5-year mandatory minimum?
I'll look at it carefully because I want to protect everyone. But I also don't want to discriminate against people who come to the United States and are asking for an opportunity to become legal in the U.S. You know, the president now has insisted if that's going to be the case, they have to go through criminal background checks. I think that's illegal.
We're not talking about innocent illegal aliens. We're talking about criminals who traffic in narcotics.
I answered your question.
Well, I hope you support it because I expect that you want to protect people like Kate. You do want to protect people like Kate, right?
I want to protect all Americans.
No, you don't, Senator. There's a reason that there's no reason the Senate shouldn't take up Kate's Law immediately and get it on the president's desk. San Francisco and its corrupt politicians have blood on their hands. Furthermore, the federal government's inability to secure the border also contributed to this tragedy. A country without laws and borders is not a country, but the left is okay with that because open borders gives them political power. And I'll leave you with this. Kate Steinle's father testifying in front